Yes.
Good to see you, Vienna. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Jazz.
All right, fantastic. So tell me a little bit then about the financial situation you were facing before joining the Money Mastery programs.
Okay, so before I joined the Money Mastery program nearly 5 months ago, I was at 16K in my side hustle. And just there delivering, working with my one client and bits in between here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, 16K, that's where I was.
So you had 16K as total revenue for your business at that point.
At that point, yes, after everything else in terms, I like to reinvest and build up, etc. And then after that, it was a completely different picture. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about this for days, but after that, coming up to now, we're coming to the end of the year. We're now finishing the year with nearly 89, 90K. So that's a huge leap from the 16.
Fantastic. And what's been the big difference for you through the Money Mastery program that you've been able to achieve such a significant result?
The biggest difference for me in terms of reaching this result has been the systemization work. That bit of work, I don't think we'd really talk about enough. I'm always coming back into it, especially with the videos that you create in between. So thank you again for recording the conversation, and then you can go back and go, this is actually how you do it. So systemizing what I do, although I have my notes and my books and I write things down, I wasn't actually writing exactly every little nugget of the questions that you ask in terms of creating the subs, because you didn't realize I was thinking, the subsystem within the subsystems, what is he talking about? The solutions of this, turning this into an acronym, a name, all that kind of stuff. I was just like, I'm dyslexic. So for me, it was just like, that's a lot of work. But that helped. It just meant that I could really see where I was adding value. And I could also see the bits where I'm just like, okay, this is just a bit of fluff here. I need to remove that because why am I doing this bit? And that actually takes a lot of bit of time. So seeing that, and then it helped me to see what else could I do in terms of my process and my procedures and how I'm building those relationships with people. So something that I used to do a lot was, take calls and then I'll have a back and forth call with clients. And in between that, things would die off. And then I'll remember, I need to pick that thing up again. So removing a lot of that busy that we as consultants do, especially in the early stage when you're building up your client list. And that also meant that we were able to update the websites as well. So it meant that I could put some of the initial questions on the websites. So cutting down that first part that is just us building relationship and then really moving ahead. So that's been really great. The systemization technique has been a game changer for me.
Fantastic. Good. So it sounds like you're making a lot more money and you're working a lot less. How has that impacted your family life, your environment, and your overall quality of life?
Well, we actually managed to have a couple of nice wee breaks in between. So I got a taste of what I want to do for next year. So I know what my goal is in terms of the money that I'm making, but also the quality of time that I'm spending with my family. My daughter's now coming up to 10, so she needs that more contact. And I also don't want her to see that to be an entrepreneur, you have to be working yourself to the bone. That is not necessary, especially if you work smart. And to work smart, you need to have those systems. As well as having the systems, it also helped me to go through the mindset as well. So as you're growing, I think sometimes when people think, oh, I want to make lots of money, you're also having to think about what does that mean and how do you want to do it, why you wanted to do it. There's a technique that we're just talking about, anchoring it to something that is not you. That was already powerful for me because that is usually what I do anyways. But the minute I start to think about I need to make money, that's when it goes, right? So having that conversation with you today just really helped to go, there's more to it than just that. It's really about that quality of life. It's really about what I want to give in terms of the community that I serve with the work that I do, and how I want to do it as well. So it's more to just that. It's the mindset work that you've really helped me with. That's what's really moved me forward as well through this 5 months
Perfect.
even.
Good. So you've made an additional round about 75K so far. You're going to go on to do so much more.
Yes.
You're also working less and sort of working more comfortably within what you're doing, which is brilliant to see. There's obviously people out there that are thinking, well, I'm not really sure about money mastery. I'm not really sure if it would help me. What would you say to those people?
Do you know what? I thought the same thing. Uh,
Or what?
I think,
I thought the same
yeah.
thing, which was
Oh, in terms of thinking sorry, let me start again. So for people thinking, oh, is money mastery worth doing? Is it going to help me? Is it just one of the, I thought the same thing. So when I first saw the videos on Instagram, I was just like, it kept popping up, kept popping up. But I also believe in that thing of when things are popping up is talking to me, because I've been thinking about this a lot. How do I manage my money? How do I grow? How do I scale? How do I do it in a way that it makes sense? How do I do it in a way that I'm not losing myself? That was really important for me. That I'm not just doing what I've seen in other stuff talking about money, which has been very much aggressive sell, and all that kind of stuff. But what I loved about money mastery, especially for me, and I always go back, is that conversation about mindset is about how you do this and keeping your integrity as well. How you can do this and doing it from a place of good, not from a place of greed. That was really important for me. And it really it helps you a lot. I've gone from the blockers to now being able to progress forward. And part of what I've done, being able to achieve, has also helped me in the charity work that I do. I've been able to invest some of that money in to do more. So that's another way that for you to look at, is how can this help you to do more in terms of other things around you, that is not just about lining your pocket. So I highly recommend it. It's the best investment I made this year. And it's definitely something that I'm gonna be keeping, Mr. Jazz. I'm keeping you for a long while, but it's been the best investment for me, because it's meant that I'm not just supporting myself and my family, but I'm actually able to, that ripple effect. I can feel it in what I do elsewhere.
Perfect. Excellent. And finally, then we were just speaking about your big goals for 2023. You mind telling us about that
Oh, the
in
big
terms
goal
of
for
your financial
2023.
goals?
Yes, my big goals for 2023 is I'm aiming for 1 million by the end of the year, to make £1 million by the end of the year, and to increase my client group and to be more visible. So I'll be seeing you all very, very soon.
Good. Let's get it. Thank you so much, Viviana. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you for been so much value to this community, and thank you for allowing me to coach and mentor you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jazz. I'm looking forward to the next round.
All right, brilliant. And I'll type up these notes from today as well, and I'll get those sent over to you via WeTransfer as always.
Brilliant. Thank you. And Happy New Year when it comes. Enjoy yourself.
Happy New Year to you too, Viviana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jazz. Thank you. Bye.